Okay, Dalek, you asked me about what were the tales that I most remember, and the next tale I think is worth you trying to recite and remember is when you went down Valley Entrance and you were diving through to Rowten, I believe, but something went wrong. Now you need to explain about the sumps, yeah, because it's an upstream and a downstream, and one goes to Rowten and one goes to...
Did it go East Entrance Passage?
I'm not sure where it goes, but
yeah.
I don't think there's much airspace.
No.
There might be a little air bell.
Yeah.
This is an absolute epic, and I remember you telling me this in the garden, probably about 40 years ago or something, but it still sticks.
40 years ago?
No.
When you were 6?
No.
It was actually about 1977-ish when I started, so it's not far off from Mark, are you? So 38 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
37, yeah. So the thing was, in this particular period of time, I was like I said before, on the other trip, I was keen to sort of like go and do as much caving and exploration, as it were, with various potter clubs. I couldn't get enough with one potter club, which is a so I went with YSS, Craven Potter Club, and White Rose, all within the space of
a week,
a month, different trips, different weeks. That were things that were going. So I decided that since I wasn't doing anything with Bradford that particular weekend, I had a Craven Potter Club meets card, and I knew that they were going down doing a Rowten pot pull through from the top through the sumps and out Valley Entrance. The thing was, I wasn't motorised and I didn't have any transport and I didn't know anybody who could give me a lift. So again, it was always back to hitchhiking. And with hitchhiking, I don't know if anybody knows, but it's a bit intermittent. You never quite know when you're actually going to get there, or where you're going to get there. Where you're going to get dropped off. You know what I mean? So with that in mind, I thought I better just get up there when I can. So it was a bit late when I landed at Kingsdale, walking down to Valley Entrance, and I realised I'd missed the bus, as it were, because the Craven Potter Club guys were coming out of Valley Entrance. They'd done the pull through, and some of them were still up at the top of Rowten Pot, ready to do a de-rigging trip, I think. I don't know if it was a de-rigging, I left it as a full pull through. Anyway, the thing was, I thought, well, I've heard some of the stories, and I knew there's a fixed iron ladder, and I knew that's supposed to be a relatively easy amble down into sort of like Valley Entrance, through Valley Entrance. So I decided that, grab a bull by the horns and just do it now, because I'm never going to get the chance to have a look at there and then didn't know I was going to have a chance to look at the Rowten Pot sumps, and I thought, 6 foot, 12 foot, 27 foot. It's not as that because I've been practicing in swimming Bradford. And I thought I can hold my breath, and I thought, well, what's the big deal about this diving light? 27 foot. It's only just 2 widths width of this room and a bit, So with that in mind, I went down and fixed iron ladder there, and I thought, well, I'll just go and try and meet up with these other guys. If they're coming through, or they might not be coming, but I'll go down and have a look anyway. So I didn't hop down the ladder this time. That was okay. But the fixed metal iron ladder down into the streamway was okay. Following the route sheet that I had, with the plastic wallet was supposedly, the
laminated or not?
No. No. It was in the plastic sheet. I'm actually sort of like thought to reduce it at work, and the whole series of guidebooks have reduced it into that size, for I don't know what it was. Anyway, I thought it's to be enough to be relied on, and use that as the Bible, because you can't go wrong. So the first mistake was there were more to the route than met the eye, because there's a various number of junctions that I wasn't aware of. So I took the turnings that I thought were appropriate to do the route towards Rowten Sumps, and I got to this corner where the water was starting to get a bit deep, and I thought, well, there's a hand line here. There's a line in the water, thinking, this has got to be the first sump of Rowten Pot. and bit worried. I mean, I didn't have a hood at the time, and I thought, no, I didn't know anything about having the hood and a mask for extra, precaution and comfort to do it. I just thought, well, it's only 6 foot sump, innit? So I thought, well, here goes. Pulling on the line, it just seemed to go get a bit longer than 6 foot. And then when I opened my eyes, still underwater, and I saw the light ahead of me, which was my light, which I didn't realise. I thought there was somebody shining the light through to beckon me on. So
Don't go towards the light.
go towards the light, yes. And I realised I was like to start to sort of like breathe in with the water was coming in, and I realised that I wasn't actually on dry land, in the surface.
Promised land.
In the surface air bell, wherever it was, and I was really started to sort of like get panicky. So I was like, floundering. Put it mildly, I was floundering around, and I happened to fall back on my back, and I was on a big sandbank in a big chamber, not knowing which way I'd come up from the rope which I'd let go. Naturally thinking that this is the end. When it ends is where you're safe. But I couldn't find the rope again, to go back. So I was like stuck in this chamber. I did have a wetsuit on, but I didn't have no hood and mask, a hood and goggles. So I was thinking, which bloody way did I come in? Because it's a big pool. I'm thinking, I started shouting, thinking that somebody might hear me if somebody was in the vicinity. I'm just waiting to hear any replies, but just my echoes. So it got a bit sunny, a bit cold after a bit of time, like about quarter of an hour, half an hour. I'm thinking that the only way I'm going to get out of this thing, out of this mess I've got myself into, is to sort of do a surface dive and take a risk, go that way, left, right, or north, south, and just go out and dive and come back if it's not there. So with that in mind, I managed to find the rope, because I was totally disorientated when I come out. So I did find the rope, got back through, and I was thinking, well, I've had another lucky breaky, another mishap that's gone wrong, but all right, I've survived. But that wasn't the end of it yet. I still had to get out of that cave, and the thing was, I started to get hypothermic, and because my head was cold, and I lost my sense of balance. I was like reeling along the passage from wall to wall, like I was drunk, because my balance had gone. So I was like, yo, yeah, shouting, like I was like happy land, But the thing was, I wasn't entirely happy at all. So I managed to get up the ladder and back out, and things being things, I got warm and I was okay, and I met other people in the valley, by the entrance, and I related this story to a few of them, and they just could not believe what I'd done. I don't know. I don't honestly understand why, but the ladder's there. The ladder was there for the time, and it's just like fixed aids. People have something against fixed aids, but I think they're okay, because they beckon you on to do things that you should not be doing. You got that, Yasser?
All I can say is well done on reaching 60.